In this lesson, we are going to talk about the modern atomic theory. The modern atomic theory was proposed at the beginning of the 19th century by the chemist John Dalton. So this theory states that all matter is composed of atoms. We previously defined atoms as the smallest part of an element. So it is the smallest part of an element. Indeed, individual atoms are extremely small. As the smallest or the largest atom has an approximate diameter of about 5.4 times 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Also, this modern atomic theory was a powerful development that could explain the three laws of chemical combination. So the three laws could be explained by this modern theory that are the first law that we've seen previously, the conservation of mass, the second law, the definite proportion, and the third law, which is the multiple proportions. This modern theory or this modern atomic theory also could explain or could distinguish between fundamental particles, between a fundamental particle of an element or of a compound, a molecule. This modern atomic theory is based on 6 postulates. So the first postulate tells us that all matter is composed of indivisible atoms. When we say indivisible, we mean that something that we cannot break down. Also, the second postulate tells us that the shape and mass of atoms that come from the same elements, let's say here, same elements, are also the same. So the atoms that comes from the same elements have the same shape and the same mass. And if they come from different elements, they will have different shape and different properties. Also, the third postulate says that atoms cannot be created or destroyed. The fourth postulate states that atoms of the same elements, so atoms that come from the same elements, can combine to form new compound. The fifth postulate tells us that also atoms that comes from different elements also can combine to form new compounds. And the last postulate tells that the atom is the smallest unit part of matter. So this smallest unit of matter can take part in chemical reactions. So the smallest unit of matter, which is the atom, can take part in chemical reaction. That's all for the 6 postulates of the modern atomic theory, and later on we'll talk about the drawbacks of this modern atomic theory.